a nonfiction book about deserts and then it struck me. What is Death Valley and why is it called so? Today I would like to tell you about Death Valley and the amazing mysteries behind it. I read an autobiography about someone who went to live in Death Valley. It said that it was not a very fun place to live in. The roads were rocky. There was a lake that was spotted, but they assumed that it would be made of salt water due to their last experience. There were hardly any possibilities of fresh water. The valleys were made of sand, and everyone was suffering due to thirst, and one of them had already died of dehydration and fatigue. As I continued to research more, I got a little more curious about what we know about Death Valley and what we have yet to learn about Death Valley. A fact that amazed me during my research and will hopefully amaze you is that Death Valley is a type of desert called a rain shadow desert. I was as confused as you probably are. When I hear the term rain, I imagine several plants all around with freshness in the air. But Death Valley is the complete opposite of that. Turns out, a rain shadow desert is actually a desert that lies in the shadows of mountain ranges. As air goes up one side of the mountain range, it lets go of most of the moisture it carries. After it's on the other side of the mountain range, the air has little moisture, which forms deserts in the slopes of mountain ranges. Amazing, right? As I read more, I learned that Death Valley could possibly be the hottest desert in the world, or the hottest desert in the world after the Sahara. I was blown away when I learned that Death Valley had a high of 135 degrees Fahrenheit in 1913. Every time I hear this, I always wonder how people survive in this heat. It's so warm at 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Imagine what it's like in the scorching desert. I loved how Death Valley is so mysterious and made me want to keep on learning more, and hopefully you felt the same way. Even though I've uncovered a few things to you about Death Valley, doesn't mean you should stop there. I encourage everyone to learn about deserts and other biomes that you're fond of to